How's it going, you guys? So the Saucony Endorphin Speed is easier on the wallet than the Endorphin Pro, and you're not really losing that much. After a few runs in the Endorphin Speed, I'm ready to give you my first impressions and also compare it to the Endorphin Pro. Let's start talking about what makes the shoe different, just going through the upper, midsole, and outsole. The upper has a layered engineered mesh with woven reinforcements. It has a bit of an external heel counter and a padded, gusseted tongue. The Rockered Speed Roll midsole uses Power Run PB foam with a nylon plate. The outsole is a high abrasion rubber and it is in the forefoot and the heel just to give enough grip and durability. So I found the Endorphin Speed to fit true to size, and actually found it to fit a little better than the Endorphin Pro, especially in the toe box, but that is because I do have a narrower foot. My first impressions of the ride are wow. It's smooth and cushioned like the Endorphin Pro, but it's also more forgiving at slower paces since it is more flexible. Speaking of the Endorphin Pro, let's see what an extra $40 gets you. The upper on the Endorphin Pro is much more like a racing flat since it has a thin single layer mesh, while the Endorphin Speed has a more traditional trainer style upper. The Speed definitely has a more secure lockdown with the heel counter and overlays in the mesh. This helps keep your feet secure, but it does add some weight. The Speed is also more plush and designed for everyday use. Both the Endorphin Speed and the Endorphin Pro have the same stack height and same Power Run PB foam. They also have plates, but the plate in the Speed is nylon while the Pro is carbon fiber. The plate in the Speed was barely noticeable at slower paces thanks to how flexible it was, but when beginning to pick up the pace, you could start to feel the added firmness in the forefoot. The rigid carbon plate in the Endorphin Pro is more noticeable at slower speed, but it really gives it a nice pop off the toe at faster paces. This makes the Speed a bit better all around, but the Endorphin Pro is definitely better for pure speed. The outsoles are identical besides the color. They're both high abrasion rubber with flex grooves, nice forefoot coverage, and some patches on the heel. They grip great on road, and I haven't seen much wear on them. With the Endorphin Speed being $160 instead of $200, you honestly aren't missing out on much. You may not get that same pop off the toe at quicker speeds, and it isn't quite as light, but for people who aren't looking to spend $200 on a shoe, this guy is definitely worth the money since it is more versatile. So I will have a full review on the Endorphin Pro out soon, and once the Nike Tempo Next Percent does come out, I'll be very curious to compare it to the Endorphin Speed. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss either of those videos, and as always, keep on running.